Enter device, and now I'm going to turn on the controller. It turned blue. It's checking firmware and versions.
We're only touching controller A and goggle A and the drone. So yeah, so we're doing option number one where you have video on your phone and you can turn the goggles on and off if you want. We're changing all the pairing process. We're doing everything still normally. So now we have to go to the controller and we have to enter device. And we have to do the top little three options. We have to go to the pairing process in the app on the controller A.
Okay, it says aircraft disconnected.
We're okay with that.
Okay, I'm going into the device. In general settings, I see the remote controller. Scrolling to the bottom, it says linking remote controller.
Correct. When you select that, what options do we have?
Primary remote controller or secondary remote controller.
We're going to click primary.
Primary.
Now what are our options?
It says searching for aircraft, however the aircraft isn't on.
That's okay, it's counting down, correct?
Yes it is.
Turn on the drone.
Turning on the drone.
We're going to wait a full 20 seconds, no rush.
I got my handy paperclip.
And we're going to closely another 15 seconds, no rush.
Okay, it says it's binding. It says binding on the remote controller.
Yeah, that's okay. What's the countdown timer at the controller?
20 seconds. 24.
Now press the button once on the drone.
Remote controller linked.
Very important, and I'm going to make this in my notes, that you go slow like the way I did it. Does that make sense? Hit OK or whatever you have to hit.
Okay, I hit OK. We're just at the map.
We only have the drone and the controller on. And now we have repaired, so we've undone everything else we did, and now we have to get the video working at this point. So I'm just going to ask you to take the controller further away from the drone.
Okay, I'm taking it further away.
It's because the bottom sensors of the drone cause the phone to give errors. It's hard to hear you.
Yeah, no, there's still no video even though I'm 15 feet away.
You see the map, correct?
I see the map and the little compass button on the bottom. When I turn in a circle, it turns. The map is full screen.
Okay, how do we make the map small? There's a little black square in the corner.
No black square. Hang on. Now we got video. All I had to do was tap on the little compass in the bottom left corner.
Correct. I apologize. That little compass can be big or smaller. Alright, so now you have video. And you have one drone paired.
That's right.
The reason I want to do the second goggle right now, goggle A right now, is because I think you should only have two steps. The step we're doing right now, and the complex step where everything's working. To me, I think that's going to solve all your problems. So even though this is what you want right now, I know that this adding the goggles right now is going to be much better. Because you're going to have a choice to turn them on or off whenever you want. So let's turn on goggles A.
Goggles A is turning on.
Yep, we're going to go to the linking process of the goggles.
Okay, I'm looking in the goggles.
On the goggles, of course, we're going to do the quick option. You briefly as you go.
Okay, I'm going into the gear icon. Tapping on it. I'm going into settings. Tapping on it. I'm scrolling down to linking settings. Tapping on it. I have the Mavic Pro to tap on. I'm confirming Mavic Pro. Now I have quick linking and advanced linking. We're doing quick linking. I'm hitting confirm. Ensure the aircraft is linked to one remote controller. Press the linking button on the aircraft. Confirm. So we're going to confirm first and then let the countdown start.
Tell me what color the light is on the drone beside the pairing button first. What brightness is it?
I'm looking at it right now. It's not completely bright.
Perfect. Press it once. Pairing button.
Pairing button has been pressed.
Put the goggles back on.
Linking complete.
Go ahead and press the continue button or the OK button.
Good, I got visual video on the device and video on the goggles.
Guess what happens right now if we turn off the goggles?
We can turn them right back on. They'll automatically go on without linking.
So we're done. Step one. Let's now practice. Let's just turn the goggles off. The video is still working on the controller.
It is, yes.
We're randomly through a flight. We change our mind. We do 10 flights with just a phone. Now we decide, I want to have the goggles today.
Yes.
Turn the goggles on.
Boom, video right up.
Exactly. So now, I know you believe me that if we turn everything off, it's going to work. But I know you're a man that likes to try stuff, so let's turn everything off.
Okay, let's do that. Order of shutdown does not matter.
The order of shutdown never matters, except that it should be the drone first.
And why is that, Jason?
The reason the drone, and this I want you to write down, the drone is turned on last and turned off first. Here is the reason why. If the drone is ever on by itself, either because you turned it on first and now it's on by itself, or because the drone is still on and you've turned off everything else, so now it's still on because you turned everything else off first, then what happens is the drone is sitting there by itself with no controller, but its own little brain. The drone is not perfect. The drone at any time could have a hiccup, could have a programming code, and could say, oh my God, I need to go home, or I just received a takeoff or a launch command, or I'm not at the home point. Now, it shouldn't happen, but I will tell you not to worry about it, but it has happened, but don't worry about it. Second reason, for what we're doing, how do you make sure the controller's device, how do we make sure the phone is connected properly to the controller? If we turn on the drone first, we haven't actually seen the process happen properly. You turn on the drone first, now you turn on the controller loads the app, and bang, boom, jumps into the video automatically. You are missing the step of the first time that the wire's not working properly, or it's intermittently not working, and you're not sure if it's you're not understanding what's going on because you're bumping the wire, you're moving it, you don't know where the kink is in the wire. Now you don't know, and you haven't started up the proper startup procedure, and now you don't know what's wrong. Okay, so that's why I'm making you always turn on the app, always turn on the controller. It should be a flash of an eye. It takes half a second, you see that the controller is working, then you instantly bend down and turn on the drone, because the goggles you can turn on and off at will in this process right now. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does, yes.
The very first linking thing we did here was still not the proper option, because the very first linking process, I would want to do all 4 devices, because you can leave that second controller off whenever you want. Now, what we just did right now, by doing 2 devices, the 1 controller, the 1 goggle, the 1 drone, is the minimum you should always do, because then you don't have an extra step. Those goggles A are always ready to be turned on whenever you want.
Right.
And that way you're only going to have 2 sets of pairing instructions, which is simplest and best for you. And I did have a way where I had 2 controllers and video on 1 goggles. When I was flying with a friend, I wanted to have the video on the primary controller on the tablet or the phone. And I wanted the friend not having video on his controller and having just the goggles on.
Okay, so do you want to do a walkthrough now to 2 goggle to 4 device?
Absolutely, because that is now going to be just what you always do, right? Pairing that second controller is absolutely what you're going to do. The very first thing we did was went from just 2 goggles. When we're doing 4 devices, 2 goggles, and 2 controllers, leaving the option to turn on the second controller or not, we always have to start with the goggle. Remember, on option number 2 with client, we're always starting with the goggle because it's the goggle that pairs to the drone and the goggle links to the controller.
Okay, always start with goggles whenever we're doing 3 devices or more.
Yeah, 3 or more, that's correct. Whenever we're doing the advanced linking, always start with the goggles. Whenever we're doing 3 devices or more, correct.
Should I turn off the device or leave that on?
Right, you can leave the app on because that just saves us a little hassle.
Okay, so I'm turning on goggles A first.
Correct.
And now I see what was happening yesterday when I was doing this unsuccessfully, is I was turning on the drone first.
Exactly, yeah. And then what happens is the drone pairs to the last device it was connected to.
Exactly.
The linking process just doesn't happen properly.
You can't get to advanced linking. Okay, so it says
Exactly.
it says disconnected.
Of course it does. We don't care. That's good.
Go into settings,
Correct.
into settings, into linking settings. I select Mavic Pro. I confirm. Now I'm going to scroll down to advanced linking.
Correct.
Highlighted blue, hit confirm. And now I'm going to go from connect 1 set of goggles to connect 2 sets of goggles.
Correct.
Highlight it, hit confirm. Then I have primary remote controller or secondary remote controller. I'm going to select primary remote controller.
Correct.
And hit confirm.
Correct.
Aircraft linking in process. I will hit confirm, but should I turn on the aircraft first?
No, start that countdown process first.
Okay, start the countdown process first. 60 seconds.
Now turn on the drone.
Now turn on the drone.
Yep. Don't rush. Wait patiently. We have
Okay.
59 seconds. We're going to wait at least 20 seconds and let that drone boot up properly. We're not going to rush.
Okay.
Rushing causes the linking to not happen properly or else to make a mistake.
Okay, we're at 30 seconds.
Give it another 5 seconds. Let that drone boot up properly. Look at the blinking light on the pairing button. What is the color? Is it bright or is it not bright?
It's not bright.
And press the blinking button on the drone.
Now it's bright.
Go back to the goggles.
Linking complete. Now it says no remote controller or connect remote controller.
Of course, we're going to connect the controller.
Highlighting it, confirmed. It says connect primary DJI goggles to remote controller. Open the DJI Go app, choose remote control settings, linking remote controller.
See, now it's asking you to get prepared. Does that make sense?
Yes, so should I turn on the remote controller?
Exactly. So at this point, instead of rushing, because sometimes turning the controller and the app on takes time, right?
Right?
So now we always do the same process. We turn the phone on. We get into the app.
Device on, into app, enter device is not blue.
Now we turn the controller on to see that it changes, that the cable is working correct.
Turn on the controller to make sure the cable is connected properly. We'll note it by it turning blue.
Exactly.
And it is turned blue.
Now enter device.
Press enter device.
Yep. Go to the pairing section.
Press the 3 dots.
Correct.
Press the remote control icon. scroll down to the bottom, linking remote controller. It
Now
says,
just wait. We're at the right spot, so now we'll just wait there, correct?
okay, wait there.
And now we put the goggles back on.
Goggles are on.
Now we're at the spot where the goggles told us to get to, correct?
Right, it says connect primary DJI goggles to remote controller, confirm.
Exactly. So now we hit confirm,
Hit confirm on the goggles first.
correct?
Countdown is started. Press
Now we go to the controller.
and press OK, primary remote controller.
Exactly.
Remote controller linked.
Now we go back to the goggles.
And it's still counting down?
It's still counting down.
Yes.
What does the controller say?
The controller says the controller has video on the controller, on the device. Linking timed out. It says,
Okay, not a big deal. This is why we're practicing, because we did it successfully the very first time. We just didn't have our timing right this time, right? Not a big deal. So the goggles timed out. What is the option in the goggles right now?
it started connect primary DJI goggles to remote controller.
So it's back to that option, correct?
Yeah, it's connect the goggles to the remote controller, not the. I would suspect that the goggles were already linked to the aircraft.
They are, because we already did that successfully, correct?
Right.
So now it's just that the controller is still paired to the goggle, paired to the drone directly. So at this point, our option is to retry pairing the controller to the goggles, correct?
Correct.
So the option on the goggles, what does it say?
It says connect primary DJI goggles to remote controller.
Oh, that's what it says right now.
Yes, it does.
Oh, so something got
Yes,
mixed up and got backwards here. Yeah, because
we're daisy chaining through the remote controller now.
exactly. Yeah. So something got mixed up. We know we did something wrong. Not a big deal. Turn everything off.
I'm turning the drone off first.